Melissa, congratulations on an incredible performance.
Thank you.
I guess there were two things perhaps. The first of all was the pressure. Everyone expected you to win, and perhaps there might have been some of the off-field noise. There was the tweets, social media stuff about your coach. How did you deal with those twin forces, and do you have any reaction to those social media comments? Thank you.
Yeah, so first and foremost, thank you. So for me, honestly, this year, and not only this year, but just in general, how I've always approached things is that I focus on me and my abilities and what I know I'm capable of. I surround myself with love, with people who believe in me, who support me, who have seen me become the athlete that I am today. So when it comes to like the outside noise and social media, you know, at the end of the day, people are always going to have their opinions. They're going to say what they want to say. But it's up to me how I respond to that. And the best way for me to respond is to not respond at all. Even if I do see some things, you know, I don't let it get to me, because at the end of the day, I know all the work and things that I put in to be able to come out here and perform day in and day out. And just really looking at the whole, if you really look at my whole season, you know, I've done a really good job of just, you know, blocking out the outside noise and then just focusing on me, focusing on how I can continue to be the best Melissa that I can be.
Also a question for Melissa. Jasmine Chapel from Media Academy. How special is it to not just taking the win today, but taking the championship record from your teammate Sha'Carri, and to also have so many of your other teammates here competing? And do you also maybe have one cheeky little eye on the world record in the future too?
So today, well, once again, like this season has just been going so well for me. To be able to train with the reigning world champion, and then also the other girls that we had here, like our whole training group was here. I believe that is some sort of history in a sense, but when we come to practice, we work hard day in and day out. It gives championship atmosphere at practice every single time, and especially on block days, you know, we all push each other to be great. And, you know, I love those girls at the end of the day. Those are my sisters. I ride for them. And, you know, sometimes it's going to be somebody else's day, and then other times it's going to be, you know, maybe like today is my day. But, you know, at the end of the day, we all support each other. We all, we're there for each other in a sense. So, yeah, you know, obviously having the championship record, even though it was Carrie's, like, it's mine now. It's kind of crazy to say that I have a championship record. But, you know, it's just a testament to how hard I've worked. And as far as world record goes, you know, FloJo is the greatest to ever do it. She put a number out there that's definitely worth chasing. And, you know, I feel like this year I've done a good job at just focusing on my execution and not so much of time. When I focus on my execution, I've been able to win races, and then I look at the wins and the times it's just pluses, because I'm doing the thing that I'm supposed to be doing, and that's execution.
Noel, you go next, and then the gentleman at the back.
But the point that Sean was alluding to, that Gabby Thomas was making, and this is someone who was a teammate of yours last year, is that coaches with doping past shouldn't be involved in the sport. I just wonder what you think about that. Do you agree with her, or do you disagree with her?
I respectfully don't want to answer that question. Gabby isn't here. She's entitled to her opinions, but I don't want to talk about that.
We'll take the last question here from the lady with the camera.
You trying to say it, or?
If you can pass the microphone over to her, that'd be great. Okay.
My question's for you, Melissa. How are you?
Good.
When I spoke to you at the Kingston Grand Slam, you were saying that everyone was counting you out, everyone was kind of just discrediting your bronze medal, and it's a different Melissa that we're going to see from there to now. Can you just try to sum up the season and the emotions, how this all came into fruition?
Yeah, so I would say, crazy enough, even though, which I love and am grateful for, there were a lot of people out there outside of my immediate circle who believed in me and thought that I could come away world champion, but also, you know, there are still a lot of people who feel like, you know, I got to where I am because of other people's shortcomings, and, you know, I don't think that that's true. I feel like I worked just as hard as everyone else, if that even harder. And, you know, being able to walk away as world champion solidifies that for me. You know, no matter what people say, no matter what people think, at the end of the day, I know what I'm capable of. I know the work that I put in. My team knows that, so that's all that matters. And I'm just happy to say that I'm a world champion.
Thank you. That